What is going on, guys? Inside New York Sports Podcast here, and today we're talking about the New York Yankees. Got some stuff to talk about, some trade rumors. Are the Yankees going to be trading for a specific player? And also the Aaron Judge injury update. How long is he going to be out? And another player in our bullpen that I want to talk about because I think there is a possibility that they send him down. But let's get right into the video. But we know the catcher position has been one of the worst positions for the New York Yankees. They're at the bottom of the percentile in everything, hitting-wise. They're Escara and Wells are good catchers when it comes to defense. That's cool and all, but at the end of the day, this team needs run support because Ben Rice can't do everything, Cody Bellinger can't do everything, and obviously Aaron Judge, when he's in the lineup, can't do everything. So they need more out of their bottom of the lineup. And the player that has just not been producing is obviously no other than Austin Wells, batting 173 on the year, 4 home runs, 7 RBIs, and obviously an OPS of 555. And if there is something that is you don't even have to look at the batting average, in my opinion. The batting average is already terrible at 173. But when you have an OPS below 600, that's even worse, in my opinion. Usually, if he's batting 185, maybe 200, and has like a 700 OPS, it's not great, but it's not as bad. When you have a 555 OPS, a 173, you're not hitting the ball well, and you're not hitting the ball against either side of the plate. Usually, maybe Austin Wells is only hitting good against right-handed catching, and maybe he's struggling against left-handed catching. No, he's batting, he's batting under 200, I believe, from both left-handed hitting relievers or starting pitchers and right-hand pitchers as well. So the plan for Austin Wells is really to find a potential trade. I'm not sure they're going to include Austin Wells in the trade package because I don't think anybody would really want him unless they want a defensive replacement as a catcher, because they probably know since 2024 to 2026 the bat has not been good enough for Austin Wells and for Yankee standards. And the Yankees need more out of their catching hitters, right? They need more production because, like I said before, Ben Rice, Judge, Bellinger, probably been your best 3 hitters, right? Goldschmidt's in the mix there as well. But, the other thing with Austin Wells is I just feel like, I don't know if it's an injury, if it's overuse, but, this year's Austin Wells is the worst we've ever seen, in my opinion, right? Rookie year Austin Wells showed some signs, right? And then the following year, I thought he was good enough. But, good enough doesn't cut it. But the 3 players, that I think the Yankees should be considering is Ryan Jeffers of the Minnesota Twins. Obviously, he is injured right now, but I think the Yankees are still monitoring when he comes back fully healthy. Adley Rutschman, in-division catcher. Adley Rutschman, a top draft pick from the Baltimore Orioles, but they just signed a catcher to a long-term deal, so I don't know if Adley Rutschman is going to be in their future plans. And Hunter Goodman, power. He's been hitting the ball better lately, and I think we'll get into all 3, but just quickly for Hunter Goodman, why I put him there, and I know people were saying he's a Colorado Rockies. Colorado Rockies don't have many good players, but I think with the Yankees lately, they've made some trades regarding a few Rockies former players, and I think Brian Cashman has a good relationship, and I think the Colorado Rockies probably love the relationship they have with the Yankees because, the Yankees give him TJ Rumfield, who's been a solid player for them. And I think the Rockies are open to business with the Yankees. Now with the Twins and Yankees have made trades before. Ryan Jeffers is the perfect player for the Yankees. He's batting at a high clip, 295 batting average. He's got 7 home runs down the year, 26 ribbies, and an OPS of nearly 950. The guy is a really good player. He's a good hitting catcher. He's got a solid defense as well. So it's not like he can only hit. He can play solid defense behind the plate. And I think another thing, too, is he's a righty. He's a right-hand hitting catcher. And the Yankees, for a long time, it was, we need more lefties. We need more lefties. Now we have too many lefties. And now it's like, okay, but now we kind of need righties now in the lineup. So I think Ryan Jeffers is the perfect player. Now for Adley Rutschman, I think he is another solid player. And I think the Baltimore Orioles would be open to trading with the Yankees, as crazy as that sounds, because it's in division, it's in the AL East, and I don't think the Baltimore Orioles would want to help out the New York Yankees. But I feel like this trade would be good for the Yankees and for the Baltimore Orioles. They get Bryce Cunningham, a pitcher. They get Ben Hess, a starting pitcher, and they get Ryan Weathers as well. So it's just pitching for Adley Rutschman, and the Yankees have a surplus of pitching. Obviously, they have other guys in their farm system as well. But I think once Max Fried comes back, you have Cam Schlittler, you have Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Will Warren, and Carlos Rodon as your 5. I don't think they're going to run a 6-man rotation. I don't think it's right to put in either Will Warren or Ryan Weathers in the bullpen either. But I think this trade looks, I don't know if it's realistic, to be honest, because you are giving up 2 top prospects, number 5 and number 7, and a starting pitcher who's had a solid season, Ryan Weathers. So maybe it's a little bit of an overpay, but sometimes you got to give up to get. But Aaron Judge. This is an account that I found on Twitter who is pretty good at, discussing injuries, right? And they think, or at least he said, likely, either it's a first or second rib, which is referring to the pain in his right shoulder. The injury could potentially be to the cartilage in between the ribs, which is quite pain and has a very poor blood supply. Unclear how significant this is and how aggressive they have to be, but this could range from day to day to several weeks if rib cartilage fracture. So, with Aaron Judge, we obviously don't want him to be out long term. The Yankees are fighting very hard to get to the number 1 spot in the AL East. I believe they're only 1 game out because the Tampa Bay Rays lost yesterday. But, it's a significant injury because of how painful Aaron Judge maybe has looked at the plate. And I know people have been saying he's regressing or he's washed, anything like that. I'm afraid it seems like it's just an injury. And even Aaron Judge, I think, is still having a good season, in my opinion. But it's going to be interesting, man. But, with Aaron Judge being injured, it's definitely hard for the Yankees to operate. And another player who has struggled is Camilo Doval. This is his baseball savant. And you look at the numbers, expected ERA at 2.7, expected batting average at 2.226. The problem is you look at the whiff and the strikeout, the hard hit percentage, it's not good, right? He's not getting much whiffs on his pitches. He's not striking out players as much as he used to. Like in San Francisco, his strikeout percentage was like 28 to like 30%. Now it's down to 20%. And even we saw the blow up yesterday against the Cleveland Guardians was pretty bad. It was a 6-4 game, turns into a 9-4 game, and they ended up losing the game. But, I mean, Camilo Doval has not been good. He's not been good enough to deserve to be on this team. And he has one minor league option. Do the Yankees utilize that option with Camilo Doval? Because I understand the frustration from Yankee fans. I do. I talk to Yankee fans every day. And, the main topic is we should trade him. We should cut him. DFA Doval. Get him off my team. We don't think he's going to be on the playoff roster, etc. Just bashing Camilo Doval. And I think it's completely deserved. I think Doval knows that he has not been good. His ERA is over a 6. And it's interesting because, just looking back at his baseball savant real quick, a 2.7 ERA compared to what he has now, it's over 3 points, right? It's over 3 points of, expectations. I believe it's 3.34 that, his expected ERA would be down. So, his stuff, he throws the ball hard. It's got good movement, etc., but his control and his command has not been good. And that's why Camilo Doval has not been successful. So I think sending him down for a minor league stint isn't the worst idea. I really don't. And honestly, you could probably tell a lot of guys in the bullpen that they probably deserve to have a minor league stint in Wilkes-Barre. But I think that's going to do it for this video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and obviously we hope for better news for Aaron Judge. We hope Camilo Doval somehow figures it out. And we hope the Yankees do end up trading for a legit starting catcher. But like I said, that is going to do it for this video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.